Well, welcome back everybody. Today I've got a 2013 Buick Regal with a intermittent electrical concern. The car came to me with just a whole list of issues, and they seem to be more concerned with the drivability issues and the air conditioning, and of course the brakes that were all rusted because the car had been sitting for 6 or 7 months. But I corrected the drivability and the air conditioning issues had to do with the airflow sensor wires. They were broken deep within the protective sheeting on the harness. The car was totaled and it was repaired. So there were some electrical issues that got corrected, but the one thing I could never verify was this list of crazy electrical issues, along with engine warning lights, or not engine warning lights, but steering fault, and just probably about every type of fault on the instrument cluster that you can imagine, along with displays going dark and battery lights coming on. So throughout the time I checked them and I came up with nothing. So I went through and I cleaned up all the grounds because they were looking really cheesy. But in the couple weeks that I had it, I never had an issue with battery or charging. Well, here we are 2 months later, and it is back with a no crank, no start. So what I'm going to do here, as you can see, I got a meter already hooked up. Hook this up. Yes, I know, they're backwards, right? I mean, they're just clamps. So I got a battery here, jumper cables on it. I'm going to hook this. As you can see, I've got ground reference, and I'm going to reference my positive, and you can see that I've got 12.2 volts across the terminals, which is actually this battery. This battery is very low at this point. But when I take this off, and you can see I'm clamped here, I'm going to reference this cable going into the high current junction box here. Well, look at that, 4.9 volts. Okay, what is going on here? Got voltage there, same voltage there, and we're going to test over here. You can see I'm referencing this 12.2 volts. So clearly I'm dropping voltage within the cable, but the question is why. So I'm going to take this off. It feels kind of squishy in there. I'm going to cut this open. Ta-da, razor blade. And see what's going on in here. So you're going to see what I see when I see it. Where are we dropping so much voltage and why? Okay, don't see anything wrong with the cable per se. It's not, whoopsie, keep that on there. I don't see any corrosion, so let's see at what point do we have our voltage drop. Try to get my cable here, terminal. My probe, let's check. Okay. Hold on here. You'll put this on. It's always helpful to have your source voltage. Okay, what do we got? 12.3. What do we got? 4.7. So let's just poke this in here and give a wiggle. Oh, it's actually kind of warm. It is in fact warm right there. So let's go back to this side. Now the car wants to move. Well, that's not a good idea because I just defeated my voltage drop that way. Let's hook up here. Still got 4.3. Well, when I'm done replacing this cable, I will dissect this. I see what the hell's going on here, but anyways, there's our mystery problem. Now to look at it, doesn't look to be anything wrong. Looks in perfectly good condition, but yet we're dropping 7 volts across this right here. And this is in fact warm compared to this. It is 68, 70 degrees, and this is probably close to 80 degrees right now. So anyways, that is my mystery solved, and I will dissect that cable when I get it off. Have a good day, and until next time. All right, everyone. We are back again on my messy bench. I just had a couple of transmissions I had to overhaul, so forgive the mess, but here we are. It is exactly what I was expecting. This is called terminal threading with an F. And see if I can't pull in on this real close. You can see the black line right there. That's micro arcing. And this is what happens when you use compression clamps to make a connection. You can see the same thing here. Absolutely burnt. That's my cutting wheel. But yeah, let me dump this out. There we go. And you can see here the micro arcing of it. And I'll try to post a close-up picture with my magnifier, but I think this does pretty good. So that is the cause of our excessive resistance in this cable. So if you've got yourself a GM product that has these types of crimp clamps, and you're experiencing all kinds of weird electrical anomalies, you should be able to do a voltage drop across from here, from the positive battery cable to here. Just put one lead of your meter. I'll back out so I can make this easier. Just connect one lead of your meter here and the other lead here. It should read pretty close to 0, less than a volt for sure. If you have a voltage drop or high resistance, like I have here, you will be dropping voltage. So you would read, let's just say you've got 13 volts here. If you check from the positive cable to the negative cable, and you got 13 volts in your battery, and then you leave your positive here and you move your negative over here, and now your meter is showing 3 volts. Well, you're dropping 3 volts along the way. So if you were to read here, you'd only read 9. But if the engine's running, you're going to read alternator voltage here. You're going to get a full read of like 14 something. But if the engine is off or the key is off, let me start over. If the engine is off and the key is on, you're going to load this circuit. So positive will be here, your negative will be here. If you have a good wire, you will show pretty close to 0 on your meter. If you have a bad wire, you will start seeing voltage. And that's voltage drop. It is the difference between the voltage potential here and the voltage potential here. So anyways, if you're a GM tech and you guys see this a lot, go ahead, drop a comment, man. Let me know. I don't see a ton of GMs because we have so many different cars in my area. I mean, I see my fair share, but it's not like I work on, 10, 15 of them a week. But if you're a GM tech and you've come across this, or if this is a known concern, give us a shout. Drop a comment. Let us know. But anyways, that is the issue with the weird electrical issues. And I imagine that as this gets hotter, it got worse. And full disclosure, I had the car for a while, but I never really put a ton of miles on it. Nor did I put a ton of runtime on it, because I could never find anything unusual. So I didn't waste my time because I didn't want to charge the guy 3-4 hours and say, well, didn't find anything wrong with it. But I would imagine that the hotter this vehicle got from running in electrical loads, the hotter this got, the more the resistance increased. So anyways, that is all for now. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.